We are Career Time Media. We offer an array of video production services for corporate, commercial, and entertainment clients within the Tri-County area. We nurture our clients' initial idea through all the stages of development and production to final delivery. Career Time Media Management Team has a world class of experts in the videography industry. This enables us to provide a number of video production services, including sport highlights, Sweet 15s and 16s, weddings, live event coverage, community news, exhibitions, and any other special event that wants to be captured. If you've got a product to launch, an image to build, a vision to share, or a story to tell, give us a call or visit our website today.
Sponsored by Mexia Sports Network, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Woodman Life, Subway, Joe Fridays, Elizabeth C. Ferrari Realtor, and Big Drip Fashion Hall.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, in Black Hat Nation here at Tiger Field in Malakoff, Texas, as your Mayhem Black Hats are set to take on the Malakoff Tigers. We're about set for kickoff here. We had the captains meet at midfield. Malakoff won the toss and elected to defer until the second half. and the Black Cats have chosen to receive. We'll have number 10, TJ Bryant, number 12, Jaquez Cooper, and number 5, Nate Burns, deep for the Black Cats. And it'll be number 23, and that is Juan Gonzalez, set to kick it for the Tigers. As we're ready to get underway here from Malakoff in this district matchup here on a Thursday night tonight, as the game was rescheduled and moved up a day. Kick is away. It's going to be high over to the right sideline. It'll be taken in by Cooper as he runs to the left. He's going to be hit, and we have a flag coming in behind him as he's tackled around the 12-yard line. Waiting on the looks like it was a call against the Black Cats. Not really sure what the call was. I didn't see the signal from the official. Unless it was a holding or illegal block in the back. So the Black Cats will start their first opening drive from the 7-yard line. Mexia comes out donning the white, gray, white uniform combination. Malakoff in the black on black on black. It'll be Swift behind center. Snap to Swift. It'll be a handoff. Cooper takes it out around the edge, and he'll be drugged down around the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss on the play. Bring up 2nd and 12 here for the Black Cats. Ball at the Mexia 5-yard line. Empty backfield for Swift. He's looking, he's throwing, got a man down the field, and it's going to be deflected and knocked away. Intended for Cooper up the seam, and the ball was a little high for the receiver, and the defensive back, the safety, was able to come over the top and knock it away in time to cause an incompletion there, bringing up 3rd and 12 here for the Black Cats. Snap back to Swift. He's looking. He's going to throw. He's throwing deep for his receiver, and that's going to be out of bounds. A lot of contact over on that far side. No flag. It'll be incomplete and bring up 4th down for the Black Cats, and the punt unit will come out onto the field. Looks like number 3, Corey Phillips, back deep for the Tigers to return the punt. Andreas Venegas set to punt for the Black Cats. High snap brought down. Punter gets it away. It's going to be a short punt, maybe touched at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a 12-yard punt there for the Black Cats, and it'll give Malakoff the ball in great field position as they'll take over at the Mexia 17-yard line after that punt goes out of bounds there. And Malakoff's offense makes their way out onto the field. Quick snap, running back finds a hole through the middle and rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line. Be a gain of 11, enough for a first down there for Malakoff making it 1st and goal from the 6. I believe that was number 5, Damian Jackson, on the carry for the Tigers. Early movement, and Jackson takes it into the end zone from 5 yards out. Malakoff with an early score to take the 6-0 lead with 10:35 left in the first quarter as they're on to attempt the extra point. And it will be Gonzalez on to kick the extra point. Snaps back, ball down, kick is up and good. So Malakoff takes a 7-0 lead with 10:35 left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break as we get ready for a kickoff. All right, and we're back after a Malakoff touchdown. They're set to kick to the Black Cats. Malakoff leading 7-0, 10:35 left in the first quarter. It'll be a high kick over to the right sideline once again. Ball taken by Cooper, racing across the field, able to elude a defender, makes a man miss. He's up the field, going to get some positive yardage before he's pushed out of bounds out near the 30-yard line. Looks like he'll be marked out around the 32. So much better starting field position for the Black Hats on this drive. Empty backfield for Swift. Hand off to Cooper. He'll be met at the line, pushing forward. And he'll push up for a gain of about 3 on the play. Marked down at the 35, bringing up 2nd and 7. Snap to Swift, hand off to Cooper around left side. He's going to be chased down from behind and tackled for no gain, bringing up 3rd and 7 here from the 35-yard line. And here I have Mr. Jake Cherry with us. You know, looked like he had a little room there, Jake, and that man from behind was able to show enough speed to catch up with Cooper.
Hey, Wallace, appreciate the welcome up here. Yeah, it looks like the defensive end just crashed around there and just beat us to the spot.
Now we're going to have a false start against the Black Cats. Snap to Swift. He drops. He's looking to throw. Still surveying the field. He lets it go. He's got a man down the field, and that ball is going to be intercepted or broken up, actually knocked down by the receiver to avoid the interception, and that was Bryant able to get in there and knock the ball down to the turf. So it'll be an incompletion, bringing up 4th down once again, and Venegas on to punt.
Yeah, Wallace. TJ did a real good job right there trying to knock that ball down to make sure that they didn't give the ball over to him in plus territory.
Snaps back. Venegas gets it away. Much better punt this time. And it'll be return man is immediately tackled, and that's Nate Burns on the coverage for the Black Cat. No gain on the return by number 3, Phillips.
Boy, Nate was flying down there, wasn't he, Wallace? He hammered it.
He covered down the field quickly, and as soon as that ball got into the arms of the return man, Nate's arms were around him and dragging him to the turf. And that'll give Malakoff a starting position of their own 26-yard line here, 27-yard line to start this drive. Number 12, Mike Jones behind center.
Looks like we got a false start there.
Yeah, we're going to get some early movement and a flag here.
You know, Wallace, the last series Malakoff had, even as short as it was, it still looked like they were moving a little bit early.
Right. Yeah, we kind of talked about that in between the possession changes. The 2 plays they ran, it looked like that left side of their line was moving pretty early, and that time they got caught. Snap back to the running back, quick pass, screen pass out to the receiver, and the Black Cat defense is able to rally around and make the tackle. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play. Bringing up 2nd and 10 here for the Tigers.
Linebackers were real disciplined right there. They kept their eye focused, and they flew to the football and didn't let the trash in front of them.
Second and 10, ball spotted at the 32 or 27-yard line. Man in motion. Handoff to the running back in the backfield. Makes a man miss, and then he's hit in the middle of the line. And that looks like Venegas along with, I believe, Mendoza in on that tackle. There, a gain of 5, bringing up 3rd and 5 here for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. 7:48 and counting in here left in the first quarter. Malakoff leading 7-0. Empty backfield. Snap back to Jones. He's looking to throw. Has a man and is caught, and he breaks a tackle. He's going to be out across midfield and across the 45 and down to about the 44-yard line. Big play on the 3rd down there. Moves the chains.
About a 21-yard gain there, Wallace, on a little simple hitch route. You know, they ran up past the sticks, stuck his foot in the ground, got the ball, and then he went and became an athlete.
Yeah. Snap to the run, handoff to the running back, off right tackle. Puts his head down. He picks up about 10 on the run. It's going to be enough for another Malakoff first down before he's tackled by Nate Burns and a couple other Black Cats. Malakoff moving the ball now with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Ball spotted at the Mexia 33-yard line. Quarterback looks to throw. He's got a man open. That ball's going to be caught. The receiver falls out of bounds around the 28-yard line. Gain of 5 there on the play, bringing up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. We're going to get a timeout from Mexia with 6:40 left in the first, or 6:38 left in the first quarter. And we'll be back. We'll take a timeout along with them. We'll be back with more Black Cat football. And we're back here, 6:42 after they adjusted the clock back up here in the first quarter. Malakoff with the ball and driving. Snap to Jones. It'll be a handoff up the middle. And again, number 5, Jackson carries the ball down inside the 20-yard line. Be spotted at the 16. It'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Now, Wallace, Malakoff's not really getting any men up to the second level there. I think they're just hitting that one little seam and getting after it.
Yeah, and Jackson's a pretty good-sized kid. He's putting those shoulders down, and he's going forward every time. Hand off to Jackson around left side. He's going to be met in the backfield.
What a play, Adriano Mendoza.
Great job by Mendoza to fight off a block. Look to possibly be getting held. He fights off and makes a tackle for loss there. It's going to be a good loss of about 5 yards on the play. Be a loss of 6 as after it's marked. It'll bring up 2nd and 16 here for the Tigers. Excuse me, Eberly on the tackle. Snap, Jones looking right, he throws. He has a man in the flats, and the ball's caught short. Jaden Brown downs the receiver after a short gain. Picks up about 1 on the play.
Big third down here for the Black Cat defense. Hopefully they can stay strong like they have most of the year and that bend don't break mentality that they have.
We'll bring up third and 14 here for the Tigers.
Got to think it's 4-down territory for the Tigers.
And they have a kicker with a big leg, and that ball's on the ground. And the Black Cats are pursuing, and a big tackle. And that's DeAndre Sandals along with,
Venegas.
I believe,
Andreas Venegas.
Andreas Venegas and Marshall Eberly in after the mishandled give from the quarterback to the running back. Those two are able to converge on the ball carrier and bring them down for a big loss. Moves the ball all the way back to the 31-yard line. Malakoff will bring their kicker out here.
47-yard field goal for a high schooler. We're about to see what kind of leg they've got.
And, I mean, he's got a big leg. We saw it. Looks like he's going to be about a 48. Looks like he's going to sit it at the 38-yard line. Snap back, ball down. That kick is up.
It's going to be short.
And it's going to be –
fielded it out of the end zone, back in the end zone.
It's going to be short and to the left. And so Mejia's defense able to hold and get the turnover after the unsuccessful field goal. 4:21 left in the first quarter. Mejia trailing 7-0. And Mejia will have the ball placed at their own 31-yard line. I guess that's the difference in high school and NFL. In NFL, you take it from where the ball's spotted for the kick. In high school, you take it from where the ball was initially snapped from.
Right. You know, left-footed kicker for Malakoff. You know, in baseball, you see that lefty action on there, and I want to know whether that had any play in that kick.
Snap back. It's going to be a pitch, and that's a pitch to Burns. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet, fighting forward, and he's out across the 40-yard line. 41 is going to be a 10-yard gain, enough for a first down. And they're going to say
mark him a little
they're
short.
Going to mark him a little short. Say it's going to be second and inches here.
Oh,
give again to Burns. He cuts upfield, puts his head down, moves out near midfield, down about the 48-yard line. He'll pick up the first down. And the Black Cats have the ball out at their 48-yard line with a new set of downs here.
His offensive line starting to get a little push now. It's starting to do a little leaning, and it's opening up some good holes here.
Swift takes it. Hand to Cooper around the right side. Cooper puts his foot in the ground. He's upfield. He's across midfield and across the 45 down to around the 47-yard line.
Wallace, Cooper took that handoff, got outside the tackle box, planted
With
his
his
foot,
foot, yeah.
and he turned it upfield for a solid gain there for the Cats.
Good lead block there from his lineman and his tight end and other back, and number 5, Nate Burns, leading the way to get the big yardage there for Cooper. Be 1st and 10, ball on the Malakoff 47. Swift takes, he's going to look. He's throwing, and that ball's high, and it's going to sail out of bounds over the head of everyone. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. So the intended screen there to the receiver, intended receiver was Brooks, but it was over the head and incomplete. Man in motion. Hand off to Cooper. He leaps over the line of scrimmage and falls forward for a gain of about 4 on the carry. It'll bring up 3rd and 6 here for the Black Cats.
Man, we brought TJ in motion right there, and everybody's eyes kind of just started peeling towards him. Hopefully we can develop a little wrinkle off that later on in the game.
Black Cats getting the play in. 2:25 left here in the first quarter.
A little motion by the Malakoff defensive line here.
Quick toss
There's
out
that
to
wrinkle.
Bryant. He makes a man miss, fights forward. He's going to have a short gain as the Malakoff defense was able to get out to the receiver quickly there.
Solid go for it right here. 4-down territory for the Cats. 4th and 6.
4th and 6. Yeah, you're in positive territory, trailing 7-0. Look, you got to think that you're got to try to give yourself a chance to get some points on the board.
Play clock's down to 5.
Looks like we're going to get a Black Cats are going to run it. Pass across the middle, and that ball's caught. No, and then dropped.
Oh, man. I think the safety got his hand in there at the last second.
And that was intended for number 8, Kyron Bedford, and it was almost brought in. So we'll get a turnover on downs here. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Black Cat football. All right, and we're back. Malakoff with the ball, 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Handoff to Jackson. He's going to be hit in the middle of the line. He falls forward across the 40 to about the 42, picks up 5 on the carry, making it 2nd and 5. And that's where Malakoff has been successful tonight, giving it to the big back out of the backfield and him being able to just use his size and fall forward on those runs, getting positive yardage.
Everly's doing a great job reading his reads and coming across the line and making a good tackle. That way the back doesn't escape.
Snap back, it'll be a handoff around the right side. And running back will be forced out of bounds, and that's Keene and Brown on defense, able to push the running back out of bounds after a gain of about 6. It will be enough for a first down as they'll move the ball up to the 47-yard line.
Well, the Sandals did a real good job right there, keeping outside contained, keeping the leverage on the tackle, and forcing the running back to the outside there. You know, one of our old ball coaches used to say, Sally Sideline makes a lot of tackles for you.
Yeah. Empty the backfield here for Malakoff. Snap back to quarterback, throws across the middle to the seam. And he'll race into the end zone for the touchdown. It looks like the tight end came off the line and up the seam, and he got behind the linebackers, and there was nobody there to bring him down before he got to the end zone. Malakoff able to get on the scoreboard once again as we await the extra point attempt here.
Yeah, Wallace, they motioned back out of the backfield, and I think everybody's eyes kind of started following it. When the ball was snapped, it was just 2 steps too late.
Ball down, kick is up and good. So Malakoff takes a 14-0 lead here with 37 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout and bring you a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with more Black Cat football.
Simpson Fireworks supports Mexia Black Cat football and athletics. We have items for all occasions, including gender reveals, weddings, 4th of July, and New Year's. For more information and to stay up to date, please visit our Simpson Fireworks Facebook page. Go Cats! Milestones and moments that become memories to last a lifetime. Brandy Garza at Photo Trappings Downtown Mexia is here to capture all of your milestones and moments, offering newborn, children, seniors, family, and special occasion photography. Visit Photo Trappings on Facebook for all the latest specials and mini sessions. Photo Trappings, 115 East Commerce, Downtown Mexia. Call or text 254-562-PICS.
And we're back here after the Malakoff touchdown. We're set for the Tigers to kick to the Black Cats once again. And it'll be Gonzalez set to kick. It's going to be a deep kick back to the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Black Cats will come out and take the ball at the 25-yard line. And like we said, you know, we were just talking, Jake, on the last play where the Tigers were able to get the touchdown. Looked like Mexia was in man, and those safeties had rolled out, and it was just a well-designed play at the right time.
That's
and the
fortunate play call
exactly
won that battle.
The tight end was able to get up the seam and had just enough speed to outrun the defenders to the end zone before they could get there.
You know, Malakoff's a lot faster than I anticipated him to be tonight, Wallace. They got
low,
a couple of kids
low
that
snap
can run.
on the ground, and Swift was able to pick it up and get it to Cooper. It's going to be a short loss on the play. That time, the Black Cats were just able to avoid disaster. It's going to be a 2-yard loss, bringing up 2nd and 12.
You know, fortunately, Swift was able to pick that up pretty clean and get it to Cooper and at least try to get some forward momentum going instead of just falling on it. And we go from losing 5 to only losing 2.
That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here. Malakoff leading 14-0. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with more Black Cat football here from Tiger Stadium. All right, and we're back here to begin the second quarter. Malakoff up 14-0. Mexia with the ball. It'll be a handoff up the middle.
Good play by Coop there, Wallace.
Yeah,
he lowered his head right there on the linebacker that was retreating and gave him a little punishment.
Yeah, he picks up about 5 or 6 on the run. It'll make it 3rd and 6 here for the Black Cats. ball at the 20 or at the 29-yard line. Snap to Swift. He's surveying the field, looking. He throws, and that ball's going to be caught by Bryant out at midfield.
Wallace Swift took the snap there and did what he's done all season. He stood back in the pocket, checked his first read, saw it wasn't there, and then delivered a dime to TJ there.
That ball will be across midfield down to the Malakoff 49-yard line. Handoff, Cooper takes it. He's fighting his way forward. He's going to pick up about 2 on the carry. We'll bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Black Cats. Swift takes it. He's rolling right. Got immediate pressure. He's going to be hit. Ball on the ground. Black Cat's able to cover it, and that's Cooper who's able to pounce onto the loose ball. It's going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. And that time, Swift went to set his feet to try to throw, and right as he set his feet, there was a defender coming from behind him on his blind side, and he just hit him right in the small of his back, and Swift was not able to hold on to the ball. Luckily, Cooper was there to recover the fumble.
I don't know whether, Wallace, they brought pressure from the backside there, kind of a little stunt blitz or something, or whether we just said, hey, we're going to get the ball out quicker, hopefully.
Swift looks, moves to his right. He's going to throw. He's got a man down the field. Oh, and the cornerback cuts under. Makes a great play. Number 4 does and knocks the ball away. And that's going to be bring up 4th down here for the Black Cats. Venegas set to punt.
Venegas got the potential here to pin the Tigers deep. Got the Malakoff returner back on the 13-yard line.
Venegas takes a snap. Another high end-over-end kick is going to hit short. Takes a big hop and a Mexia roll down to the 25-yard line.
Wallace, I feel like we did some good things on that last offensive series. Shot ourselves in the foot a couple of times, and hopefully we'll make some adjustments and overcome that and build on this momentum.
Yeah, 9:41 left. Malakoff's offense going to take over again here at their own 25.
I don't think moving this game up early has affected either team negatively either way. Both teams seem prepared to come out and play tonight. Got a flag here for delay of game.
Yeah. Jones behind center, and I don't think Malakoff ever realized that the play clock was running out, because we had a flag and a whistle, and they were just now sending a man in motion. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers, moving it back to the 20-yard line and bringing up 1st and 15.
That's a good start defensively for the Cats. Put them behind the chains, make them get 15 instead of 10 tonight.
It'll be a handoff around off right tackle, and Jackson will be stacked up there by the Black Cats.
Everly does a great job right there, staying at home again. You know, Wallace, the way Everly's been playing in district, wouldn't surprise me if he got some kind of district honors by the end of the year.
It'll be, I believe that was Everly and Curvin on the stop there, along with about 6 other Black Cats. Now, the quarterback looks, throws, quick screen out to the right. Receiver makes a man miss, still on his feet. dragging the pile as the Black Cats are finally able to force him out of bounds just short of the 40-yard line. And that ball will be placed at the 39. We'll bring up 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. Handoff, and the quarterback keeps that time, and he's going to be brought down. And that's Eberly once again coming off the edge, getting to the quarterback first, and then Gage King coming in to finish him off. Coming with a big tackle for loss there, bringing up second and about 15 now after a 5-yard tackle for loss there by Eberly.
Looks like Malakoff was trying to run a little read option there, and Everly said, "You know what? I'm just gonna meet you at the mesh point, and I'm gonna tackle everybody."
Man in motion, quarterback running speed option, pitches it late. Pitchman keeps, he's going to get out near the 45. Carried by number 2, Chauncey Hogg for the Tigers. Picks up about 9 on the play, making it 3rd and 6 here for the Tigers.
Yeah, Wallace Hall took the pitch, and it seemed like he picked up just a little extra gear as soon as that leather hit his hands.
Quarterback takes, he's going to throw. That ball's high, caught, tackled across midfield down to the 47-yard line of Mexia. And that was caught by number 4, Austin Massengill. Tackle made by Jaden Brown, and it will be enough for a 1st down as the Tigers able to move the chains and keep their drive going.
Yeah, Wallace, Jaden Brown did a great job right there, putting his hat on the receiver's hip and just driving him to the ground. If he'd have broke that tackle, we may have scored another 6 for the Tigers.
Snap to Jones, he's going to hand. Jackson takes it, finds a seam, and he's rushing, breaks a tackle, finally knocked down. And that's Brown able to grab a shoestring and bring the ball carrier down to save a touchdown there. After the big run and 1st down by Jackson, the Tigers will have the ball at the Mexia 24-yard line. That pass caught by Jackson, and he fights off a couple of tacklers and then finally brought down by Venegas.
Defensive end did a real good job right there. Wallace is getting out there in the flat after he saw that it was going to be a little screen play and make the tackle for the Cats.
Snap, take a handoff given to Jackson, puts his head down. He's going to be tackled and ridden down by number 77, Ivan Marquez. Off the right side, he picks up about 3 on the carry. It'll bring up 3rd and 2 here for the Tigers. Ball placed at I believe the 16-yard line.
Wallace Marquez, he's not your traditional one technique in this 3-4 defense. A lot of people don't realize that he played goalie for your regional final soccer team this year.
And again, another tackle made that time by Gage Keene. It's going to be a gain of 3 by Jackson, enough for a 1st down. As he moves the ball up to the 13-yard line. Jones behind center, Jackson in the pistol. Snap back. Jones dropping the throw. He's being chased. Forces the ball out early, and that's Sandals on the pressure. Jackson throws it out of bounds and incomplete. Bringing up 2nd and 10 here. And DeAndre Sandals able to break through the line there and get pressure on the quarterback.
DeAndre hit that right tackle with a nasty little swim move to get that early pressure on the quarterback there, Wallace.
Man in motion, quick pitch to number 3 around the right side. And oh, he breaks a tackle. He's going to race and dive towards the pylon, and they're going to say touchdown Tigers. And that's Corey Phillips on the quick pitch from the quarterback to the receiver, and he's able to race around right side and into the end zone with 4:30 left here in the first half. Malakoff able to add to their lead.
Wallace, I really don't think he got in right there. I think he had some late
yeah.
movement on that pylon, and that made the ref's mind up for him.
Yeah, because it looked like he bounced into the pylon.
Right.
Snapback ball down, kick is up and good. So Malakoff takes a 21-0 lead here with 4:30 left in the first half. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Black Hat football.
You're listening to Black Cat Football and Greer Time Media. Let's take it to the booth with your host, Freddie Greer Sr.
And we're back. Gonzalez with the kick. He'll drive it deep. This ball will be playable. Caught around the 5-yard line. It'll be returned out to about the 18.
Looks like they're going to place it at 17, Wallace.
I believe that was Burns on the return. Mejia's offense back out onto the field looking to answer after the touchdown by the Tigers here with 4:24 left in the first half.
You know, Wallace, as we was talking about in the break, that's first drive that Malakoff really sustained all night. You know, first series they get it at the 10, then they hit a little pop pass their second series, or their third series actually, and then they put together a nice little drive right there for that score.
Swift with the shovel pass underneath. I believe that's Burns on the carry, picks up 3. Man moves into place, snap back to Swift. He's going to hand to Burns. Fights off a tackle, and the tackler hits him as soon as he takes the ball, and Burns able to fight forward for about a yard on that play. That would bring up 3rd and a long 7 here for the Black Hats. 3:30 and counting left in the half.
Looks like the Cats have Bryan on the Mexia side, out wide on the Mexia side of the field. Burns in the slot, and then on the other side, on the outside, it looks like you've got DeKedrick Brooks and number 8, Kyron Bedford.
Snap to Swift, rolling to his right. He's going to throw, and that ball's short. Intended for Bryant. Incompletion brings up 4th down, and Mexia brings the punting unit out once again.
Looks like Swift had some early pressure in his face there and rolled out to try to avoid it and got that ball away before a negative play happened.
Punts away by Venegas. It's going to hit and take a good roll and dives about the 43-yard line. So the Tigers will take over with 2:53 left in the second quarter after Mexia stopped on the offensive possession. Malakoff leading 21-0 here.
Unless I think you kind of expect Malakoff to come out here and continue their little ground and pound game.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably averaging 3 to 4 yards a carry. And what's held true to the season, you know, the defense really isn't just giving up the big play. It's just, like I said earlier, they were able to sustain a drive that last time, and it ended up kicking us.
Quarterback looks to his right, throws, and that ball's incomplete. There's looked like some confusion between the quarterback and the receiver. The quarterback zipped that ball in, and the receiver was still about 5 yards away. It'll be incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10.
Looked like T.J. Bryant did a real good job getting that initial jam on that receiver and caused that little bit of timing difference.
It'll be Jones behind center. Jackson this is number 5, takes it. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, fights out to midfield and across to the Mexia. They're going to mark him right at midfield. So a gain of 7 there by the running back. That's number 5, Jackson.
3rd and 3 here for the Tigers. You know, they came out in that last one with the tight end to the left, H back, and ran a good little stretch play right there. And Black Cat defense was there, just need to make the tackle.
Snap, ball given to Jackson through the middle, and he'll be hit, but he fights forward. Needed 3, he picked up 5 on the carry down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a 1st down, Malakoff.
Got 2:09 here left in the first half.
Snap to Jones. Immediate pressure. He gets rid of it. And that ball's knocked away. Ivan Marquez read the screen and played the receiver and was able to get that big paw up and knock that ball down out of the air.
Like I mentioned earlier, Wallace, you know, let's not forget Marquez was the goalie on the soccer team. It looked like he was defending the crossbar on that one.
Yeah, he went up high as he could and got that big hand up. Like he was knocking away a penalty kick and caused the incompletion there, bringing up 2nd and 10. Snap, Jones rolls to his left, settles his feet, throws. He's got a receiver. They're gonna say he caught it.
Now, we can't see whether the feet were in or not, but he looked like he was kind of juggling the ball
it
a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of came through the sideline player still juggling the ball. And they're going to say that it was a reception and give them yardage for a 1st down on the play.
I think the line judge and the back judge were kind of confused there. You know, who was looking at their feet, who was looking at whether he completed the process of the catch or not.
Right, and you don't have instant replay in high school, so you can't take a look at it. So it'll be 1st and 10, Tigers. Snap. Give this time to number 22. Jason Tennyson.
I think that little 5-yard gain there was assisted by a good hold by the right guard there.
And 1:30 left in the half. Malakoff with the ball, leading 21-0. Ball at the Mahed 28-yard line. Snap back, handoff up middle. Tennyson takes it. He bounces off of a tackler. He's out around the right side, still on his feet, racing towards the end zone. Going to be knocked out of bounds just short, about the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6 there with 1:08 left in the half.
Malakoff had a lot going on right there. They brought a guy in motion, faked the pop pass to him, and then turned around and handed it off on the stretch. Got that lead blocker out in front for him.
Man in motion. Snap, handoff underneath to Tennyson. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Driven back. Moves it down to about the 3-yard line.
A little under a minute left here in the first half, Wallace. Hopefully the Black Cat defense can stand strong here.
2nd and goal here from the 3. Jones looking to pass. Got a man wide open in the end zone. And that's number 4, Austin Massengill. Some confusion in the secondary. Left the receiver wide open, and Jones able to find him there.
Looks like that outside receiver ran just a little quick 3-step slant, and your slot ran that little flat route. And man coverage, people got confused, it looked like.
Kick is up and looks wide right. And so the Tigers will have a 27-0 lead here with 30 seconds left in the half. And like you said, Jake, you know, probably won't see anything different the rest of the game. The Tigers just relied heavily on their run, able to move the ball down the field and then take the chance on a couple pass plays that they were actually able to connect on to get into the end zone.
You know, Wallace, fortunately, Mejia's done a real good job coming out of half, making solid defensive adjustments and limiting the other team and making them kind of change some stuff up in the second half.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to look to do here. And if, especially, you know, coming out of half, Malakoff will get the ball again. And if you're the Black Cats, 30 seconds left. If you can get a big return here, looks like the Black Cats still have, I believe, 2 timeouts left. If you can get a big return here, it could put you in position to try to attempt to go get some points before the break.
You know, we've only seen that one deep shot to Brian all game. You kind of expect to see it here. You know, there's nothing, don't make any silly mistakes.
Right. High kick, it'll be playable. Oh, and the ball's going to be dropped by Burns and picked up and then knocked out again as Burns ran into a teammate and the ball was jarred out. And with that, you got to feel that the Black Cats will take it into the half.
I think you take one shot here right out the box, and then if that's not successful, you go ahead and just take it on into the locker room at the half, make your adjustments, and come out strong.
Swift will move to his right, looking deep. He throws, and he's going to throw it intercepted by the Tigers' number 2, Chauncey Hogg, as it was intended for Bryant Deep. And I think the Tigers were expecting it like everyone else as they kind of matched up man and then dropped both of their the defensive backs back deep as the ball was snapped. And really Swift did all he could do was just try to throw it out there and let Bryant go get it. But they had Bryant bracketed, and the ball just kind of carried over to the defensive player.
You've got to think all week the story in Malakoff during their defensive periods was watch number 10.
Right. So here with 18 seconds left, Malakoff with the ball once again at midfield. Jones will look to throw. Throws out to his right, has a man. And that's going to be caught by number 6. Weston Cartledge gets out of bounds to stop the clock down at the Mahev 40, a pickup of 10, and enough for a first down with 12 seconds left.
You got to wonder if Malakoff is going to just try to chip away one more time and then take one more shot to the end zone, or if they're going to try to chip away and then try to kick another field goal here.
And, you know, we've seen him miss a couple, but he's with the leg he's had, you got to think they have faith in him kicking.
Right.
And that's going to be a pass down the field, and it's going to be complete to number 25, Studley on the reception.
I think 8 seconds left here. Malakoff's going to call a timeout. They're going to discuss, hey, let's get our best one-shot play. If it's not there, quarterback, let's throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, the ball's on the 28. So you got to think from here it's about a 45-yard field goal. So if you can run something quick, get a couple more yards, get down either out of bounds or get down and use your last timeout, and then attempt the field goal if you don't get in the end zone. Or, like you say, if there's nothing there, throw it out of bounds. Give us enough time to line up the kicking unit and go and try to get 3 before half. And they will run the offense back out onto the field. It'll be Jones along with Jackson in the backfield.
I wonder if they even just run Jackson with the dive up the middle here and just get them a couple extra yards and get the field goal.
Call a timeout, yeah. And Jones pulls it down. He's looking, he's throwing, and that ball is going to be knocked away by number 5, Nate Burns on the deflection. Leaves 1 second on the clock, and now we'll get the kicking unit come out for the Tigers. And it'll be a 45-yard attempt here from Gonzalez.
Wallace Malakoff ran a little switch action there, ran the outside guy on a little post route, and then ran the slot guy on a wheel. They did a real good job of covering that up with Burns and Venegas.
Snap back, ball down. That kick is up, and it's going to be short. It's going to be fielded by Burns, and he's going to take a knee. That brings us to halftime. Malakoff leading 27-0. We'll take a break here, and we'll come back with second half action from Tiger Field and the Mahev Blackcats.
listening to Black Cat Football and Greertime Media.
All right, we're back as we're set to kick off for the second half. Malakoff leading 27-0 over the Black Cats. It looks like it'll be Sanchez set to kick. It'll be onside kick attempt, and that ball will be
That's
recovered by the Black
Cats.
Cats.
That was the best onside kick attempt all year, Wallace.
And I don't think the Tigers were expecting it. And it is Black Cat football as that ball came bouncing right through the front line of the Tigers. And I believe that's Martavion Sims who comes up at the end of the pile with the football. So they'll give the ball over to the Black Cats here to start the half after the successful onside kick attempt. And you know, you kind of needed that. The Tigers were able to get on the board a couple times late in that second quarter and kind of push the score to where it is now. And then we're going to, potentially get the ball back.
Territory as well. The best field position all night for the Cats as they move left to right here.
Be a handoff to Miles up the middle. Miles fighting forward. And he's going to get across the 40 to – they're going to mark him right at the 40 before he was driven back. So a gain of about 3 on the run. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Black Cats. Snap to Swift, handoff to Miles again. He's going to be hit in the backfield. There's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. As that time, Malakoff just bringing the –
got good penetration there over the guard's face and was able to make the tackle on Miles. This is the first time all night that we've seen Miles running the ball. Good thing about the Black Cats, Wallace, is we've always got a good set of backs to rotate through the game and keep a fresh set of legs for us. It's been really beneficial to us over the second half of the season.
3rd and 8 here for the Black Cats. Snap back to Swift. He's looking, going to get pressure off the edge. Throws, he's got a man. It's caught by Bryant, and he's going to be deep into Tiger territory. Going to be marked down about the 2-yard line.
We got a flag back here at the 49, Wallace. Officials are getting together.
I believe it may have been accidentally fell out because the referee just ran up. He's not even trying to go back and get it.
That's positive.
I believe it just fell out of his pocket as he was running up the –
looks like touchdown Black Cats there for Stephen.
They're going to mark him short at the 1.
A little early on the call there, Wallace. My bad.
Yeah, and if you're Miles, you want to just put your head down and fly forward and go get in the end zone. It looked like he was trying to find the hole that time, and it allowed the defender to wrap around his waist and keep him short of the goal line.
Looks like Swift's under center here for the Cats. Maybe a quarterback sneak.
He'll hand to Miles. Miles puts his head down, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown there by the Black Cats, able to capitalize after the onside kick was recovered. And I don't think that was an official flag. I think that's a Malakoff Tigers towel that fell out.
The terrible towel.
Yeah, it was a big, bright yellow thing. Everybody thought it was a penalty flag, but it wasn't. And it looks like Davila will be on to attempt the extra point. Snap back, ball down, kick is up and good. So Mexia able to get on the scoreboard here with 10 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Mexia trails 27-7. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more Black Cat football. And we're back. After a touchdown and extra point from the Black Cats, it's 27-7, 10-10 left in the third quarter. Davila set to kick. He's going to drive it deep and into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, Malakoff. They'll take over there on the 25-yard line after the touchback.
Wallace Mejia did a good job that opening series. Surprised everybody with the onside kick. Throw the 9 ball to T.J. Bryant there. Gets down to the 1. 2 plays to Miles. It's a 7:27 ball game here with 10-10 left in the third quarter. And then they go back and pin Malakoff deep, and hopefully the defense stand up to the test and we get a little momentum rolling on us.
Yeah, and here we go with Jones behind center. We a snap. He drops, looking to throw. He's got a man over the middle of the field. He'll catch it, and he'll be hit. That's Venegas on the tackle, but another big play out to number 25 for the Tigers.
Yeah, Wallace, that's the same play they scored on earlier, minus the little motion action out of the backfield there.
Yeah, Studley catches it. The big tight end is able to get up the seam. There'll be a handoff around the right side. Running back cuts it up. He'll be tackled down at about the 40-yard line. Picks up about 7 on the run. And that's number 22, Tennyson, on the carry. And we're seeing more of what we saw in the first half here as Malakoff comes out. They take shots across the middle, usually with that big number 25, and then at the tight end position, and then the rest of the time they're just putting it in the hands of their running backs. And it'll be Tennyson in Wildcat formation. He looks, he's going to take it, pulls it down, looking to run, and it'll be hit across the 35. He'll pick up a first down. Be a gain of about 8 on the play down to the 34-yard line.
Venegas once again comes up and makes a solid tackle to prevent a larger gain for the Tigers. Tigers still in Wildcat.
And again, Tennyson runs up the middle, and he'll be stacked up there. Black Cat defense holding and ripping at that ball. And they'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Be a gain of 3 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 7.
Wallace Everly, he wasn't the first man in there, but, man, when he got in there, you just saw his arm cock back and forth like he was trying to crank a chainsaw.
Yeah, and they're trying to the Black Cats trying to force a turnover, possibly get that ball back for their offense. Jones back in. Play action rolls to his right, looking. He's going to throw across the middle. He's got a man, and he drops it. And he had a receiver about the 2-yard line, and that pass hit the receiver in the numbers, and that was the big tight end. And it just fell to the turf between his arms, incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 7 here for the Tigers.
You kind of wonder whether Studley he's been catching the ball in a lot of green grass with nobody around him, and that time there was a couple of Black Cats around him. Wonder if he heard those proverbial footsteps coming towards him.
The Black Cats are going to have to be aware of where Studley is. He looks like he's probably the main target there for Jones when he does look to throw the ball. And it'll be a little screen action, breaks a tackle, and Phillips is going to race into the end zone for a touchdown. And on the screen, it looked like there was a Black Cat that was there that got his hands around the receiver, and the receiver was just able to spin out of the tackle and then run untouched into the end zone.
Yeah, Wallace, that was a neat little play design there by Malakoff. They faked a little roll out there and then just dumped it off to the receiver coming back underneath. Like you said, we were there to make the tackle. We just didn't execute.
Snapback ball down, kick is up and good. So with 7:48 left in the third quarter, Malakoff able to get on the board again and increase their lead to 34-7. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be back with more Black Cat football. And we're back after the Phillips touchdown for Malakoff. They lead 34-7 with 7:48 left in the third quarter. It'll be Gonzalez set to kick once again to the Black Cats. Bryant, Burns, and Cooper. And that ball's going to ricochet off Cooper. And he takes off, breaks a tackle, running up the field, dragging defenders. He's able to move the ball out across the 25. Nearly a mistake there, and he's able to rectify it and pick up a decent gain, given the Black Cats starting position of about the 26-yard line.
Cooper got really fortunate. That ball bounced off of his left shoulder pad there. Took a big high hop, and he was able to actually catch the ball, catch the ball at full speed.
So Mejia's offense back out on the field, able to get in the end zone on their last possession. We'll see if there's
a flag on the play. How do we have an illegal substitution coming out of the sideline?
They were never in a huddle, so I'm not sure how you get an illegal substitution on that. And nobody came off the field, so I'm still not sure how we got an illegal substitution. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. And Malakoff is going to recover. A high snap caused a lot of mishandling in the backfield between the quarterback and running back. And that ball.
Swift and Miles, they both went up for the ball.
Yeah.
And then it tipped off of one of the fingertips, and defensive tackle there from Malakoff just fell down and landed on it.
Well, Tigers will get a short field here at the ball at the Mejia 19-yard line.
You got to think Malakoff's just going to try to pound the rock here.
Yeah, I mean. Up 34-7, 7:34 left in the third quarter. Man in motion. Handoff going to be a reverse, and he's got nothing but green grass. And there should be a holding.
And a block in the back.
And there's no penalty flags. This is going to be a touchdown for the Tigers. 19-yard reverse and run for the touchdown.
You know, Wallace Malakoff dialed something up, I think, like any team would do. You know, you get a big momentum play there and then come out with a little razzle-dazzle and, you know, hopefully catch the defense by surprise like they did there.
Yeah, and they did. The defensive end crashed down, and there was no one there to contain. And that receiver came running free. Kick is up and good. So with 7:23 left, Malakoff takes a 41-7 lead. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more Black Cat football.
Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
Insurance Services proudly supports Mexia ISD, the Mexia Black Cats, and the Mexia Lady Cats. Located at 811 Milam Street and serving the Tri-County area insurance needs for over.
We're back. 7:23 left in the third quarter. Malakoff leading 41-7. After the touchdown, the Tigers set to kick to the Black Cats. Cooper, Burns, and Bryant back deep for the Black Cats. Gonzalez doing the kicking for the Tigers. And he'll drive it deep, and this will be returnable for Bryant. He catches it and takes off. He's around the right side, got some room. He's going to run out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Still wondering how we got a illegal substitution on the last possession when we came off the sideline.
Yeah, that I'd have to have some explaining on that.
Yeah.
You know, that really doesn't make sense. You know, you get your whole offensive unit in there, say, hey, you know, we're going to run this, and then we come off the sideline and boom, we get hit with a flag.
Yeah, they didn't even get to the line of scrimmage before you threw the flag.
Right.
So I'm not really sure what it was that caused the penalty flag. We'll snap back to Swift. It'll be a handoff. Cooper around right side. He bursts through the middle, finds a hole, and he hits it hard and moves the ball out near the 40-yard line. It'll be marked down around the 39. Big run that time for Cooper. Gains about 14 on the run.
Yep. Positive play for the Black Cats, and they're speeding it up here, trying to rattle off another one.
Snap to Swift. Run, handoff to Cooper up the middle again. Picks up about 3 or 4 on the carry. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like they'll mark him at the 43, so a 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 6. And Mexia speeding up their offensive tempo. Snap taken, handoff to Cooper once again, and that time the Tiger defense is there.
Yeah, Wallace, that defensive end, he sat there and followed that pulling guard and said, here, buddy, you take me to him.
And one thing you've noticed looking out there, their defensive front, they're not very big, but they're fast and they're athletic. And that's what he did that time. Like you said, when they pulled, he crashed hard and just ran as fast as he could until he ran into the running back.
That's it. You know, if you'll notice a lot of pre-snap movement from the defensive line, you got to wonder if it's kind of causing the Black Cat offensive line to question who they got.
Swift throws, and that's going to be underthrown as he was hit right as he was trying to get it out. And that time, number 11, the linebacker, came barreling through. Brings up 4th down here.
Looks like the punt team's coming on the field. As usual, we got 22, Andreas Venegas back to punt.
And it'll be, I believe, number 3 once again. Phillips back for the Tigers.
Phillips got his heels on the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Venegas looks, he's going to throw, and some miscommunication there as that pass was incomplete on the fake punt attempt. And it'll be a turnover on downs by the Black Cats. So Malakoff's offense come back onto the field.
Pick it back up here with 5:52 left.
They have handoff the middle, and it'll be Jackson on the carry. Picks up about 3 on the run.
You know, Wallace, I think what you'll see here is the Malakoff offense get pretty vanilla, just stick to their base stuff here and just try to keep this momentum going for themselves.
Yeah, you got to expect a lot of Jackson, a lot of Tennyson running the ball, and then probably taking a shot to
big tight end here.
Studney over the front, and it will be handoff to Jackson once again. He'll be met in the hole that time, and that's Nate Burns, Gage Keene, and Andreas Venegas, along with C.J. Vasquez, able to push the runner back.
Looks like
Backwards and down. We have a Malakoff Tiger player down. We'll take a quick break as the training staff comes out to attend to the injured player, and we'll be back with more Black Hat football.
Milestones and moments that become memories to last a lifetime. Brandy Garza at Photo Trappings Downtown Mexia is here to capture all of your milestones and moments, offering newborn, children, seniors, family, and special occasion photography. Visit Photo Trappings on Facebook for all the latest specials and mini sessions. Photo Trappings, 115 East Commerce, Downtown Mexia. Call or text 254-562-PICS.
And we're back. 4:53 left in the third quarter. Malakoff with the ball. Option action. Quarterback breaks some tackles, comes out on the right side of the field, has a blocker. He's going to be chopped down around the 30-yard line. Looked like the Black Hats had him in the backfield for a loss, and he was just able to fight through a couple would-be tacklers and reverse field and pick up a first down on the third down run.
Play side defensive end did a great job right there, Wallace. Slow playing it, making the quarterback kind of get hesitant, and he did there. And they just blocked hard on the backside and was able to escape.
Man in motion, a little pop pass. And receiver has a lane. He's going to be up the sideline, finally pushed out short of the goal line, about the 1 yard line. And that's going to be Phillips again. The little pop pass, shovel pass as he comes across the formation and able to just get in behind some of those blockers outside, get to the sideline and get a big gain. Jackson with the handoff, and he's going to be met by a wall of Black Hats and driven backwards. It'll be a loss of about a yard on the play.
Yeah, Wallace. Gage King did a real good job sticking his hat in there and just creating a cluster right there for the rest of the Black Hat defense to come up and make a tackle.
We'll bring up second and goal here from the 2 yard line.
See if we can do it again here. You know Malakoff's coming back with the same play.
It'll be a hand to Jackson off right tackle, and he'll fight, and he'll be stopped short once again.
Oh.
No.
And then we got a flag coming in.
We got a flag late.
Unsportsmanlike against Mexia.
Not really sure where the unsportsman came. Didn't see anything but a pile of players on the ground.
You know, it had to have been late after everybody was on the ground away from the play. White Hat was just looking for something.
Because everybody in the middle, they were in the pile, and trying to figure out if he got into the end zone or not.
Malakoff, deep snapper, it looks like a little late getting on the field.
I think that was the right guard.
Was it?
Yeah. Snap back, ball's down, kick is up and good. So with 3:21 left in the third quarter, Malakoff takes a 48-7 lead. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be back with more Black Hat football.
Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Park, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
Simpson Fireworks supports Mexia Black Cat football and athletics. We have items for all occasions, including gender reveals, weddings, 4th of July, and New Year's. For more information and to stay up to date, please visit our Simpson Fireworks Facebook page. Go Cats!
And we're back. Malakoff set to kick. Kicking from the 45-yard line after the penalty yardage is assessed.
You got to think Malakoff's just going to poop, and they do. Looks like Bryant's going to let it go over his head for a touchback.
Yeah, it'll go into the end zone. Black Cats back out on offense. Swift with the handoff to Cooper. Or, excuse me, that's Sims coming out of the backfield, and he'll be hit and drop for a loss of 1.
Now, Wallace, we've got like I mentioned earlier, we got a stable of the backs, and a la Reggie Bush and Lindale White, we've got a little thunder and lightning. You know, Sims and Coop bring some speed to the game, and Miles, he's that kind of running back that you just let him go downhill and hit somebody.
Swift looking to throw. He's going to be hit in the backfield, and he's going to be sacked.
Yeah, it looks like Swift was looking for Brian again on the 9-ball deep and just didn't have enough time to get it out.
A lot of long developing routes, and he didn't have time to throw anything.
Looks like we got a timeout by the Blackouts.
Timeout Mexia with 1:44 left in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout along with them, and we'll be back with more third quarter action. We're back. A minute 44 left in the third quarter. Malakoff leading 48-7. Swift takes it. He throws underneath to Bryant. Bryant with the reception makes a man miss, and he's racing towards the pile, the first down marker. Looks like he'll be.
It's fourth and
12 now.
Yeah, you got to think Bryant's objective there was to get on the inside of those pulling linemen and work it up the seam.
He just didn't have a chance to that time.
Malakoff diagnosed it real early and played good football.
Be Venegas back to punt.
Got number 3 for Malakoff standing at their 39-yard line. I'd like to see Venegas get a big boomer off here.
And it'll be off the side of his foot, out around the 45-yard line.
Venegas got a lot of pressure in his face from the crashing in there, and you got to think he's just in hurry-up mode from there.
Get it out. Yeah, and 44 seconds left in the quarter. Malakoff's offense will take over once again, here leading 48-7.
Looks like the ball's going to be placed on the Malakoff or on the Mexia 45.
Taking a handoff. It'll be Tennyson on the carry. He'll be chopped down around the 41-yard line. Mark him at the 40. Gain of 5 on the run, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Traylon Brooks did a real nice job there from its kind of sort of nickel position there. Once the running back got to the outside, kind of chopping him down and making a tackle.
Man in motion. Handoff underneath. This is number 14 this time on the carry.
That's a 9-yard carry to end the third quarter here for your Black Cats.
Number 14 is Bubba Hicks on the carry. That'll end the third quarter. Malakoff leading 48-7. We'll take a brief intermission, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action here from Tiger Field. As we begin the fourth quarter, Malakoff on top 48-7. Malakoff with the ball, the Mexia 28-yard line. There'll be a pop pass here to Hicks, I believe. Excuse me, that's number 16 that time on the carry.
Once again, Wallace, number 3, Marshall Everly, sticks his head in there and makes the tackle, limit the gain there to only 2.
Mondragon on the carry. Jones takes the snap. A running back hit in the backfield.
Nate Burns comes up.
And that's going to be Nate Burns with a tackle.
Number 44,
a
14.
Big loss of about 2 on the play. back to the 30-yard line.
Hey, defense sent a little blitz there with their outside backer, and Burns just met him.
And it looks like the Tigers have put some of their second-team skill players in. Snap to Jones. He's looking, he's throwing, and that's going to be caught. Move made, and this is number 6 on the carry. He'll be wrapped up, brought down about the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
Adriano Mendoza did a good job flowing from his weak side backer spot and making the tackle there.
So that'll bring up 4th and 7 here for the Tigers. Ball at the Black Hat 25-yard line, and we're going to get a timeout. Malakoff. We'll take a timeout with them and bring you a word from our sponsors, and then we'll return for more fourth quarter action here from Tiger Field.
Today's game brought to you by Eagle Auto Parts, located on Main Street. For more information, visit eagleauto.com. Today's game brought to you by Eagle Auto Parts, located on Main Street. For more information, visit eagleauto.com. Today's game brought to you.
And we're back, 4th and 7. Quarterback looks to throw. He's got a receiver out on the left side. Catches, and he's going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, Wallace, it looked like they came back to that little play that they scored on late in the second half where they ran the slants followed out by a little flat route there. And instead of throwing the slant,
They threw the flat route that time. And he had enough space to catch it and get the first down yardage, moving the ball all the way down to the 13-yard line. Handoff to Hicks around right side. He'll be tackled and brought down, and that's Burns on the tackle.
little 4-yard gain there for the Tigers off that same little stretch play they've been running all night.
Hand off to Hicks around left side. He's going to race into the corner of the end zone, stick his foot in the ground and get out the back side and just race to the corner of the end zone before anybody could get there to bring him down.
Well, it looked like Mejia's defensive line there, led by C.J. Vasquez, did a real good job of all that down, and there just wasn't anybody there to meet with him.
Ball's down and kick is up and good. With 8:48 left in the game, Malakoff takes a 55-7 lead. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the kickoff.
Wallace kicking from left to right here.
Booted deep. And this will be caught by Bryant at about the 3-yard line. He's
He
racing
hits a
forward.
seam.
He has a seam. Slows up. He's going to be tackled about the 35-yard line.
Got a little scrum going on here, unfortunately, this late in the
And
ball
it looked
game.
like a Malakoff player took a cheap shot on Bryant after he went down. And some of the Black Cats took offense to it and stepped in and said something to the Malakoff player, who then shoved a Black Cat, and then the Black Cat started shoving back.
Yep.
And it looked like the flag came out after the hit on Bryant when he was on the ground, and then the extracurricular occurred after that.
You know, kudos to the Black Cat coaching staff there, getting everybody separated real quickly, keeping the team on the sideline. You know, this late in the ball game, it's easy to let tempers get out of hand.
And it will be personal foul against the Tigers. Yeah, and between the coaching staff and the officials, they did a really good job of getting in between it and separating the two teams and not letting it escalate more than what it did initially, which, you know, could have resulted in some ejections, and which could cost both of these teams. They're looking to play further than tonight, you know.
And further than next week.
Right, you know, Malakoff still has another district game. The Black Cats would be on a bye looking to possibly get in the playoffs, and that could have affected players' availability for that game. It'll be a handoff to Milas. He's tackled for a loss there. It'll be a 2-yard loss on the carry, bringing up 2nd and 12.
Only thing I question, Wallace, you sit there as we're looking at that little scrum that happened, there's a couple of Malakoff players that look like they ran in late onto the field,
Yeah.
and you kind of go, man, that's really not what we want, and the refs really didn't see it, because
Right,
if I'm not
'cause they were
mistaken,
on
that's
this
an automatic ejection.
Right. Handoff underneath to Milas. He finds a seam. On his feet, he's racing towards the end zone. And Milas is going to take it in for the touchdown. As Steven Milas was able to find a seam, break a tackle, and then race all the way to the end zone for a Black Cat touchdown. Good run there by Milas.
Yeah,
Got some good blocking up front to give him a chance to get to that second level. And once he did, he used that big frame to break the arm tackle of the linebacker. And then there was nobody good.
Have to give kudos there to Venegas for handling the low snap
Yeah.
and putting it on the block. That way we at least had a chance there.
Yeah, that ball came rolling back to Venegas holding, and he did his best to get it down, and the kicker tried his best to try to get under it to kick, and unfortunately it just didn't work out well. And Mexia able to cut into the lead now, making it a 55-13 game with 7:49 left here in the fourth quarter.
You know, Wallace, it's amazing to see somebody like Steven Milas, just a freshman in this Black Cat program, break off a good run like that. And like you said, he broke through a couple of arm tackles through the second level there. And you gotta look at it and go, man, that's a glimmer of hope for this Black Cat program, especially with the newly added strength and conditioning coach on the staff.
And you look at it and you see that the Black Cat backfield is young. All three of the top running backs will be returning, you know, and they've been able to get some great experience and do some great things.
Wallace
Great
High
things
showing
this
off
year.
his Baylor tight end days right there with the one-handed T-shirt catch.
It'll be a kick from Sanchez, the high pooch kick. It'll be fielded by Phillips, and he'll be out of bounds.
Steps out of bounds there at the 32, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like you said, that Black Cat backfield is all underclassmen. So we get these kids in, get them some good strength and conditioning work over the next couple of months. hopefully after the end of December when this Black Cat team gets done playing football, and we can, build on something going on into the future.
So the Black Hat defense back onto the field with Malakoff's offense as well. Will be Jones still behind center with a few new faces out on that offense. Man in motion, high snap. It'll be a handoff underneath. The ball carrier will be brought down.
Looks like number 24,
And that's 24, Jaden Brown, and Nate Burns in on the tackle, and that's number 14, Hicks, on the carry for the Tigers, gain of 2 on the play.
Looks like the Black Cat defense made a little adjustment there, kind of knowing that Malakoff's going to try to run the clock out here, and they got 4 down linemen in the game now.
Yeah. Man in motion, pop pass around the edge to Sigmund Dragon. Finds a seam, he's going to be brought down, and that's, I believe, number 3, Marshall Eberly on the tackle. Going to be a gain of about 5 on the play, bringing up 3rd and 2. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. 6:50 left in the 4th quarter.
You got to think, Wallace, that Malakoff's going to go to their old bread and butter here, that little trap play that they've been running all night.
That's going to be a
Number 56.
encroachment on Hunter Murphy, number 56, as he was trying to time up the snap and just cross the line too soon.
I think it was just a hair too early there.
And that'll be a 5-yard penalty, which will give the Tigers a 1st down.
Looks like we got number 70, Landon Russell, subbing in for number 77, Ivan Marquez.
We're going to get some early movement. I think the Tigers are going to give that 5 yards right back to the Black Hats. Unfortunately, I mean,
we can't get the third down back.
Yeah, we can't get the 3rd down back, so it'll stay 1st down. It'll be 1st and 15 now.
You know, you got to think this late in the ball game, Malakoff's got some kids in, getting some playing time.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're as hyped up as the starters were at the beginning of the game.
And that'll be Jacoby Albrego, brings him down in the backfield. Big number 90 got that push in back there and got his arms around the ball carrier, and he wasn't going anywhere else after 90's arms wrapped around him other than into the ground.
No, Abrigo got back there and he said, "Come here, I got you, young man."
Yeah. Well, 5:25 left in the game and counting. Malakoff with a 55-13 lead. Snap taking quarterback, keeps around right side. He'll roll, and he's going to make it out to midfield. We'll bring up 4th and about 5.
They got those 2 penalties back right there on that play.
Yeah.
Black Hat defense still in a good spot, though, 3rd and 5.
Get a stop here and give the ball back to your offense. And you want to tell them, be smart, watch the ball, don't go off sides and give them a free 5.
Right.
Snap back, hand off to the running back. He's going to be
We
around
got him
right side. He's going to be wrestled down.
Once again,
I believe that's Eberly on that right edge.
Everly's done a real good job tonight of keeping that edge kind of
Yeah.
contained on that side. And you see, you know, as Malakoff was driving earlier in the game, they kind of started running away from him once they realized he was disciplined enough to stay at home.
I guess the down marker was wrong. This will be 4th down.
We got T.J. Bryant back deep for the Black Cats, standing about the Mexia 16-yard line.
Gonzalez on the punt. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Stubney on the punt. And he'll punt it out at the 16. It'll go out of bounds because they elected to kick away from Bryant with 3:40 left.
You know, I think
Ball will be spotted out.
I think everybody that's watched any kind of scouting on Mexia, like I said earlier, they've circled number 10 on everything that he does.
It's like,
You
do
know,
not kick him the ball. Don't let him
let's double him up on the
behind
offensive
you.
side.
Right. And the ball will be placed at the 19 where Mejia's offense will come out and take over once again. 3:40 left in the game. Mexia trailing 55-13.
On the field for the Cats, left to right, and receivers Caden Adams.
It'll be a handoff up the middle, and I believe that's Cooper. Rumbles forward. Gain of 6. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Handoff to Cooper once again. Still on his feet, fighting forward. He'll gain 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looks like we got a Malakoff player down on the
Yeah.
field. Hate to see that this late in the ball game.
Well, he's up now. I think his teammates are like, get up and get off the field or get out here and play with us. And he got up and walked himself off to the side.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Looks like they called an official timeout, so the Black Cats going to huddle up over here on the numbers. Looks like Coach Driscoll's getting after the refs.
Yeah,
We got him off
he's
the
like,
field.
we got him off. Why are you stopping the game? It's going to be a pass down the field intended for Bryant, and we're going to get a pass interference call.
I can't tell whether it's going to be on the offense
I
or
don't
the
know.
defense.
I don't know, but the defense pretty much just walled up against the receiver and wouldn't let him into the route to go try to play the ball.
That corner played his technique. You know, imagine he was taught that sideline's the best 12th defender in the stadium tonight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're going to get you when you put that arm bar out and then you extend that arm to keep the receiver from breaking inside to the ball, and that's what they got him on.
Yeah. And once again, that ball was going to T.J. Bryant. You know,
Yeah.
like I
And
said earlier,
you know, they probably told him take the pass interference before you give up the big
that's
play.
it.
Because when the flag came out, I don't think there was a argument from anybody on that
No.
sideline.
They probably reached over there and told him, hey, good job,
Right.
young man.
Snap to Swift. It'll be a handoff to Cooper around left side, and he's going to be drugged down after a gain of about 2 on the play. And they'll give him 3. Moves the ball up to the 44-yard line. 1:55 and counting here in the game.
You know, Wallace, on that play there, they had DeQuan Mills started over there on the right side of the line and motioned him across, then brought him back
and
then motioned him
back.
across, and then ran a little stretch play there with Coop, try to get that outside leverage on him.
Snap to Swift. He's going to give it to Sims. Runs straight forward and picks up a yard. Makes it 3rd and 6 here for the Black Cats. 1:20 left in the game.
Now, Wallace, as we end this game, you really want to see Mexia put together a couple of more good plays, maybe even finish this drive with the
Right.
touchdown. I'd like to see maybe one more shot to T.J. Bryant here on the outside.
And it'll be a handoff to Sims up the middle, and he breaks free and carries and defenders, and that'll be enough for a first down. It'll stop the clock momentarily. Sims moves it across midfield and all the way down to about the 37-yard line, as he was able to use that burst of speed that he has and just fly through the line of scrimmage.
Looks like he got behind his right guard there, pushed him towards the backer and said, I got it from here, big man.
Yeah. Handoff to Sims again, and he's going to be wrapped up.
And ball's out. Ball's out. Looks like Malakoff has recovered it.
And with 17 seconds left in the game, that'll pretty much do it, as Malakoff will have to do nothing but come out and take one knee and run the clock out.
Getting the best formation in football, that victory formation. You know, you go into two-a-days and you practice a couple of things, and you go, hey guys, we're going to make sure we got everybody on our onside kick team and all that, and then that everybody's favorite formation, you really practice that hard,
Right.
in hopes that you get to run it more than a couple of times a year.
And that's what we'll get here, is that actually they'll line up, and it'll be a handoff, and be a tackle there by Gage King and Nate Burns, as Malakoff hands the ball off to number 55. So that'll end the game there. Malakoff wins tonight, 55-13. We want to tell all of our Black Hat fans that are traveling, safe travels, be careful. We want to thank all of our viewers and listeners for tuning in tonight. This wraps up district play for the Black Hats. Unfortunately, they were not able to come out victorious tonight, so now we will have to wait, as the Black Hats will have a bye next week. The rest of the district will be playing, and we'll have to see how the district shapes up to find out if the Black Hats will be able to get one of the playoff spots.
Be a
We
long,
will
intriguing week of
Yeah,
practice
we
next
will
week.
keep you updated. If you're on Facebook, check into the Mexia Athletics page, check into Mexia Sports Network, to Greer Time Media. We will be sharing all of the updates and details come next Friday night. But we do thank you all for tuning in. We thank you for watching and listening. From myself, Wallace High, the producer, Freddie Greer, and our sit-in tonight, Mr. Jake Cherry, we want to thank you all, and as always, go Black Hats.